Hey everyone, I just wanted to make one last end of the year video for you guys. Merry Christmas, by the way. Hopefully you get some time to relax and hang out, time off of work, I hope. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great Christmas. So I just want to round off the year, give you guys, make sure you're all in the loop on some things just as the end of the year winds down. And I have a couple things to tell you about too. So first of all, the all-nighter registration is up, so if you are planning on coming to that, please register so that I know that you're in and I can count you and it falls into my spreadsheet real nice and I don't forget that you're coming. So please register for that. The plan for that is to start at the Downingtown Movie Theater. I'm hoping everyone can meet there. If not, Johnny and I are planning on meeting at the church to drive some kids over if they need a ride to Downingtown. We're going to aim for a movie time about 7 or 7:30, so hopefully that will work out. I'm really hoping the movie times work out for us because it's so hard to predict that a couple weeks in advance. So please register and register soon so I can get movie tickets for you if you're coming. If you're also able to drive kids from Downingtown back to church, that would be great if you could let me know that so that I can plan on that too to make sure we can get everybody back to the church. The cool thing is, once we get back to the church, we're doing a laser tag party here. So High Point is bringing their laser tag to us. And then I also have a surprise event, which I'm going to pull up on my phone right now. Don't tell the kids what it is. Some of you already know. Keep your mouth shut. So I'm going to show you a picture of what we're going to do. So that's a giant inflatable. That's like the little guy, like you can see how big it is. This thing is like 11 feet high and you come down the slide. So really cool. The kids don't know about it. A handful of them know about it. Most of them don't know about it. So that's going to be set up in the gym, but that's a surprise. So that's going to be available for us all night. So movie, laser tag, inflatable, awesome obstacle course, which there's 2 people can go at once. So it's like a race. And then, yeah, some other stuff around. We'll have, capture the flag or whatever around the church and some night games and movies and things like that. So thanks for signing up for that. Make sure you do, though, so I don't forget that you are coming and I get you a movie ticket. So the rest of the year, the youth group schedule, really simple. There isn't any. So this Saturday, the 23rd, no youth group. Next Wednesday, which I believe is the 27th, no youth group. Next Saturday, which is the 30th, right? Yeah, no youth group. But the 29th is the all-nighter. So we're kind of subbing, youth group for the all-nighter that weekend. So yeah, so nothing until the first weekend of January. Actually, I think there's a Wednesday night that's in there just like a few days out. Yeah, like January 3rd, we'll have normal Wednesday night youth group, but that's for the end of the year. So that's kind of the schedule for us. Looking at my budget, I have some space available still for what I call like shepherding events or like taking kids out to lunch or taking them to do kind of an activity. I have a decent amount of money there that's left over at the end of this year. So if you guys were sitting on something or you'd like to do something with a student, give you an example. I heard some girls talking about ice skating the other night. If you want to like even buy the tickets now, or we could even like buy a gift card now so that you could take someone to that thing like early in the year, even if it's not before the end of 2017, if it's going to be like January, February, we might be able to figure that out. So if there's an event that you'd like to do with your students, but you just don't think you're going to be able to fit it in the next 2 weeks, just let me know, and we can try and work on if there's a way for us to maybe use some of that money that I have that I'm not going to be able to use all of, and we can make that event happen for maybe you and your students. Again, not anything huge, but if it's under $10 or under, somewhere like that, we could probably make that happen. So let me know if you want to do that. I'm attaching one article to this video. Some of you may enjoy it, some of you might be like, I don't really care. It's an article from GQ, so warning, there's some language in the article about the top songs from this year. So why does that matter? I think students always know popular music before we do, like especially for me. Like I don't listen to a lot of music in the car. I listen to sports talk radio and then I listen to podcasts on my phone. So, sorry. So they always know that music before we do, before I do, I should say. And so if you're interested in the type of music that came out this year, and the article talks a little bit about change and how people that aren't necessarily pop stars anymore have this wide open door to jump in, and people are actually gravitating towards these young artists who aren't established yet and are just kind of producing their own thing on their own dime, and what that does to culture. So it's a cool article just for those reasons, and also because it just helps us stay in tune with what students are doing, what their world is, and how they're staying up to date on what's cool. So I'm going to link that article. Feel free to check it out. It'll take you a few minutes to read. It's not too long. But yeah, check that out if you want. And lastly, I want to let you guys know I'm going to have I'm sorry it's so small. It's such a small gift. But I have a small gift for you guys that I'm going to try and get to you as soon as possible. Everyone's going to get a $5 Wawa card. So I wish I could give you more. But I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for the investment you guys make in our students. I know that, I see what you guys do every week, and I see the way that the students gravitate towards you. Even when I just see little things like, one student running up to one of you guys and just giving a fist bump, or, hey, I did this week, or I see you guys, grab a hug from one of the students that's yours. And I also know that your position as a youth leader is one of the only ones in the church where we ask you to show up every single week, and you guys do. And so I'm so thankful for all of you. To have 12 of you, other than me, on staff is huge, and is incredible. And I think that we're really going to see the impact of that, not just in our church in the next year or two or whatever, but I really think, and it's a long haul, but 10 years from now, when we're looking at these kids who are now some that will be our age or older, you think about someone who's 16, they'll be 26, they'll be 27. What are they going to be doing when they're that old? And if they're turning around, investing in younger people than them, or just serving in church and staying invested in church, that's going to be a result of what you guys did in the lives of these students. So thank you so much. I love all of you guys. I'm so thankful that I get to work with you. I'm so glad we're all friends. We all like each other. And so thank you for the work you're doing. I couldn't do it without you. Gateway couldn't do it without you. And so I'm going to try and find you guys with a $5 Wawa card. I'll buy you a cup or two of coffee if you want to put it towards gas. Or if you wait till Hoagie Fest, they'll buy you a whole hoagie. So thank you guys for what you do. Hopefully I'll see you at the all-nighter. Have a great Christmas, and thanks for all you did this year.